Hey, what's up, everybody? I'm coming to you today with our True Boxing here. Thank you for coming back to get hit with the truth. So I'm coming to you today with another Shut the Fuck Up video, and this is the Shut the Fuck Up for Ryan Garcia, the current undefeated WBC interim lightweight champion of the world. It's probably going to be stripped sometime soon. So people are wondering, like, why are we telling Ryan Garcia to shut the fuck up today? Well, the reason behind it is pretty simple, but before I get into that, again, guys, if you like my videos, give me a thumbs up. If you don't like them, thumbs down. I appreciate the honesty. That goes for positive or negative comments. I'm willing to chop it up with you guys, see how you really feel and what you guys really think about my videos and just about the subject matter itself. And then, lastly, subscribe if you guys like my videos. I really appreciate it. I'm a little over 100 subscribers right now, and I'm trying to get the information out to as many people as possible. So if you enjoy the videos, I appreciate the support. All right, guys. So let's jump into why Ryan Garcia needs to shut the fuck up. Okay. So, Ryan Garcia, first off, I'm a big fan of the kid. He had to prove himself to me. And when he beat Luke Campbell the way he beat him, he proved himself to me. He proved that he's ready. Luke Campbell's a very good fighter who has never been stopped. And all his losses came by decisions. Two of them very close decisions. His loss to Ivan Mendy that he later was a split decision that he later avenged that loss with a clean unanimous decision. And then he also lost to Jorge Linares, and that was razor-thin split decision. And he lost to Vasily Lomachenko, no surprise, but he was actually in that fight, and it was by a unanimous decision. So he never been knocked out. He hurt Ryan bad, so Ryan had to face some adversity. And then Ryan knocked him out with a brutal body shot in the 7th round. So big-time win right there for, Ryan Garcia. He's coming off it. He became the interim champion with that win. So why does Ryan Garcia need to shut the fuck up? Excuse me. Well, it's simple. Ryan Garcia says he wants to fight the best and most available opponents, right? Okay, so first off, he goes and becomes the interim champion, and the WBC immediately orders him to fight undefeated WBC champion Devin Haney. Paper champion Devin Haney. Not to say Devin Haney isn't a good fighter, because I think he's a very good fighter. But he hasn't beaten anybody. He didn't deserve to become world champion. They handed him his belt. And, that shows the corruption of the WBC. But his title would seem a little bit more legitimate if he actually beats somebody, which he hasn't. And Ryan Garcia has, in both guys, it's an easy fight to make. One guy's with Matchroom and Eddie Hearn, fights on his own. The other guy's with Oscar De La Hoya, fights on his own. So a very easy fight to make and build up. Where Ryan Garcia said, well, I want a bigger fight. I want Gervonta Davis. Gervonta Davis, he should have known. There's no way Golden Boy and Mayweather Promotions are going to work together on that fight, unless one of them really has the upper hand over the other. And it's about 50-50 in terms of name recognition and how big the fight would be. So they're going to argue over that, about who deserves this and that. So that conversation probably didn't last very long. And Ryan should have known that, And so I appreciate him looking into it, but the fact that he didn't even get the fight shows you right there that, or that the fight wasn't going to happen, even though he keeps saying, well, I'm saying his name every day. You can say his name, but if the promoters aren't going to come together, it's all for nothing. Shut the fuck up and fight somebody good. And it should be Devin Haney. But then the Manny Pacquiao sweepstakes came around, where Manny Pacquiao was supposedly interested in a fight with Ryan Garcia. I didn't think the fight was going to happen from jump, but hey, apparently the talks were real, but that didn't pan out. So again, Devin Haney's sitting there. It's a mandatory fight. It's an easy fight to make. Why not fight Devin Haney? And he still doesn't. And now the WBC went and ordered Devin Haney to fight. Or no, actually Devin Haney and Jorge Linares came to terms, a former 3-division champ, which was big. So that took an option away, 2 options away from Ryan Garcia. Now they're saying there's still Javier Fortuna sitting there, but Garcia's looking at him as a backward step. It's like, you didn't cash in on the frontward step in terms of a world title, and it's a fucking world title. Ryan Garcia has not been a champion yet. Not an official champion. Why would you not fight for the world title? It would legitimize the WBC belt a little bit more, and you'd have you'd have a good undefeated stud on the rise, and it is in itself a pretty big fight to make. I mean, it's not a superstar fight against Haney, but, it's a fight of 2 young bucks trying to prove themselves, and it's an easy fight to make. It just doesn't make sense why he didn't go after it. It's for a world title. Garcia probably comes in the favorite. Why not fight him? Why is he only investing in big fights that can't be made? So for me, now Golden Boy just came out like yesterday and said that they want, that they're going to be announcing his next opponent soon, and it's going to be in April most likely. So, okay, is Javier Fortuna should probably be the option, because I really don't know if there's anybody else in the top 10 that makes sense. And if he doesn't fight Fortuna, he's actually going to fight a guy coming off a huge win over Luke Campbell. He's not even going to fight a top 10 guy after that? Like, that's weak. He had opportunities. He's been running his mouth, going after fights that aren't makeable, that he knows aren't makeable. And to me, he avoided the fight with Devin Haney. As much as I hate saying that, I think he avoided the fight with Devin Haney, because I do respect that he said he wants the fight to be bigger. I get that. But when it's the only big fight that can be made and it's now, why not go for it? For a world title. I don't understand that. It would be a big enough fight for now, and it was a fight that could be made easily, and his confidence should be soaring right now after the win over Luke Campbell. So I don't understand why he didn't fight Devin Haney for the WBC title. I don't get it at all. He had opportunities, and some of those opportunities didn't pan out. The Manny Pacquiao sweepstakes. I get that. Didn't pan out. You looked into Gervonta Davis. Not panning out. So you should have fought Devin Haney. And then you could shut up Devin Haney, or Devin Haney could shut you up. One or the other. But, Ryan, you have joined the Shut the Fuck Up Club. I hope you get out of it and let your hands do the talking and fight somebody legit. But if you don't, I'm going to be very unhappy, man, because, Ryan should be fighting somebody good, should be fighting for a world title, or at the very least fighting a top contender in his next fight. And I'm not sure we're going to see any of those. So that's it. That's a Shut the Fuck Up on Ryan Garcia, the undefeated WBC interim champion. Hope you guys enjoyed this. True Boxing, you've been hit with the truth.